IVM.
Namaskar, how are you, dear friend? Good to find you here on Begin the Journey. Have you heard that when in Rome, behave like a Roman? Do you know that each one of us, when we are in Rome, we do behave like Romans, meaning wherever we are, the environment that we are in, we start behaving like that. Yes, I'm turning that proverb on its head. Just like we say that you must be, you should be behaving like where you are. Consider for a moment, dear friend, you and I actually start behaving, thinking, and actually looking at world in a way depending on where we are. According to environment, subliminally, my mind starts thinking that way. I start looking at people that way. I start looking at concerns that way. And I also start choosing reactions which are more common amidst the people that I am with. I've seen that when I am with people who are positive, oh yes, this can be done. I am more positive in my responses. And when I am with people who have been grumbling and being upset about things or saying things which are factually correct but are disempowering, I find myself also starting to bitch about others, gossiping. So when I realize this, I am now clear of one thing. Since I am going to behave like a Roman when in Rome, I will choose which Rome or which city or which environment I'm going to be in. So I got one thing very clear for me. If I am in any case going to behave like a Roman when in Rome, then I get to choose my Rome. Yes, I will choose which kind of environment I will be moving around in. Because after all, that environment which is vitiating my life, hello, why should I remain there? It may mean that I have had to choose sometimes very, very sternly with myself that, hey, this place is not for you. This morning I was speaking to my dear friend Shumon, and he was chatting about that how he has made conscious differences in his life. Remember, my friend, we have to make conscious changes in how we are being if we want to alter the results that we are producing. These conscious changes are the actions that we are taking basis the future that we wish for ourselves. So if it is important, if you think it is inspiring enough to have a life in which you have a smile on your lip, a twinkle in your eyes, and hope in your heart, I really wish that you take a deep look at the people that you're moving around with. Remember, this conversation is not that you move around with only people who are successful. No. What I'm talking about is, can you choose a set of people who are actually pushing you, inviting you to things that you've never done before in an amazingly positive way? Remember, dear friend, we have to choose the magnets in our life. People and thoughts are magnets. Choose the magnets that really inspire you. Choose your Rome. Remember, as you choose a magnetic Rome, you shall behave like a magnetic Roman. Yes, dear friend, let's choose who and where we are going to be around. Al Shukran, Bandhu. Al Shukran, Zindagi. Look forward to hearing your thoughts.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. What a week we had this week. We had so much crossover, so many great guests. I don't even know where to start. Okay, yeah, I do know where to start. Let's start with Uncle Please Sit. Uncle Please Sit, Joel and Tushar had Hamsini Hariharan. Hamsini hosts a show called States of Anarchy with their network. She is a China expert, and they discuss the India-China relationship. Really fascinating conversation. Cyrus had 2 conversations this week instead of our normal Thursday Cock and Bull. Great conversations, both of them. We'll be back with our regular Cock and Bull next week. But this week, you could definitely check out the conversation he had with Varun Grover. Really fascinating stuff. And Nikhil Taneja, who was the founder of Yuva and the creative director for the India Film Project Festival, which is going on this weekend. He was on the show as well. Cyrus was also on Advertising is Dead this weekend with Varun Dugirala. Cyrus and Varun discussed Cyrus's intent on randomness. Ranveer Brar guested on Gauri Devi Dayal show. This round's on me. Another amazing conversation over there. Priyanka Khimani, one of the best IP lawyers in this country, was on Storytellers and Storysellers for a fascinating conversation. Definitely do check that out. And finally, I wanted to congratulate Zarina Poonawalla for her 100th episode. She had Ashish Vidyarthi as a guest on that. If you have not been listening to the Empowering series, please do. It's one of the great shows out there. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
पेश खिदमत है आपकी शान में हमारे अंजुमन से. Hi, I am Sadaf.
And I'm Arshit. खाने का इतिहास, economics, policy, psychology, सब है मेन्यू पे.
Only on the Nankali podcast every Wednesday. सिर्फ IVM podcast ऐप या वेबसाइट पर या फिर जहां से भी आप अपने पॉडकास्ट सुनते हो.